Now here on China Take, we often use words and phrases which may be quite common here in China, but which may mean little to viewers outside the country. And as we are, of course, in the middle or coming towards the end of the Spring Festival Chinese New Year vacation, we thought it might be useful to explain a few of the phrases commonly heard in China at this time of year. And today, the phrase we've chosen is Chun lian. What does it mean? Literally, the translation is spring couplets, couplets as in poetic writing. These are rhyming couplets decorating the front doors of houses. They used to be written by hand, generally on red paper. They're calligraphic, done in nice calligraphy. And the content, what they actually say, usually has to do with things like the renewal of life, the return of spring, hopes for peace, fortune, good luck in the coming new year. All these sort of wishes that are typical at this time of year. Now, the origin of the tradition is somewhat unclear. One story goes that they come from what were originally peachwood charms. In ancient China, these were charms written on peachwood, thin strips of peachwood, and put up on New Year's Eve and hung on gates to protect the family in that house from any evil in the year ahead. Initially, it's thought they were actually an aristocratic custom whereby the couplets would be put outside the family homestead and sort of extol the virtues of the ancestors, but gradually the custom spread to the rest of the populace. Traditionally, writing the couplets involved really quite a bit of thought. No easy job, because the couplets are coming down both sides of the door, and they require symmetry on both sides. Now, it's just not symmetry of the amount of words in them. It means symmetry in the rhyming. From each sentence, there must be a balance. There must be nouns opposite nouns, verbs opposite verbs, numbers opposite numbers. Even the tones in Chinese, which has a tonal language, must be the inverse of each other on each side. So a lot of thought has to go into writing them. It's not simply just coming up with words. And then, of course, the person who's thought to have the best handwriting in the family would be the one chosen to actually write them. They would write these on these strips of paper, post them on the door. Everybody would get together, put paste on the back of them. And then, of course, a shorter poster or a shorter paste is usually put across the top, like a sort of a summary of the idea of these couplets. Today, of course, most people actually buy them, and the summit of sort of family getting together to do this is actually coming together and pasting them on the doors. But they do get together to do that, and some of the ones bought have very interesting rhymes. You'll also see sometimes single words written on posters or doors here. These can be the characters for spring, wealth, blessing, this sort of thing, good fortune. And if you know enough Chinese to see these and realize that the character is upside down, well, don't think that the people putting it up were drunk at the time. The word in Chinese for upside down and to arrive are both sound exactly the same. So by putting these words upside down, it means that the wealth or the happiness or the good fortune or whatever it is has arrived. It's a sort of a little visual trick. And that is the story of those rhyming couplets called Chun lian, seen all over China, not just on homes, but also sometimes outside offices and compounds and businesses at this time of year.